Welcome back, everybody, to Empyrion Galactic Survival on the planet Taladar. I'm an Oldguy Gaming, and it's time for the next episode. So, this planet now is completely mined out. All of the mineral deposits have been mined out, and so now what we have is just meteorites falling down as far as the ores go. I have a boatload of iron and not so much of the other stuff, a lot of iron, decent supply of copper. Went up to the moon off camera and mined out, or not mined out, but mined at least 50% of a cobalt asteroid. So I've got a pretty good supply of cobalt now. And just doing pretty good, you know, on all the ores. I've got a bazillion promethiums. On the moon, I did a little bit of looting and I found a heavy set of armor, which was awesome. So I got, you know, full boosters and all set up with that now. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna pick some crops first. Do our next. Oh, I guess we're not gonna pick crops. We'll wait for those to grow. But what we're gonna do is we're going to hold on one sec. Let me adjust something here. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to build ourselves a very cheap small vessel that we can use to warp to another planet, because I have got to get off of Taladar. I have been absolutely 100% unsuccessful in finding even one ingot of sathium. I haven't been able to find it from looting, haven't been able to find it from any of the vendors on Taladar or on the moon. And I could potentially go through the warp gates or through the teleporters rather, and visit traders from some of the other starter planets, but rather than mess around doing that, let's just go ahead. We're going to make ourselves a cheap vessel. It is not going to be anything special. It's going to be very basic. The sole purpose of it is just simply going to be to get us to another planet so we can get at least enough sathium so that we can actually make a decent starter capital vessel. So that is the plan for this episode. So let's grab all of this stuff out of here. I made all the parts that I think I'm going to need for that. And again, I'm not going after fancy here, I'm going after function, and very basic function at that. I also have already ready to spawn in a drill sergeant, which I'm going to keep in the factory until we get to our destination planet. The reason I went with the drill sergeant this time instead of the ladybug, which I normally use, is because the drill sergeant has a fully enclosed cockpit and the ladybug does not. So in case we get, you know, on a planet that's like super cold, for like Siena, for example, or someplace like that, it'll be just a little bit better to have the enclosed cockpit. The drill sergeant is basically going to be a throwaway miner. We're going to take it to whatever planet we decide to go to. We're going to spawn it in on that planet, use it to mine up some sathium, and then I'll probably just take it apart and bring the parts back home. It only takes about 13 minutes to make anyways in the factory, so it's just not really worth the hassle. The only way I wouldn't do that is if said planet is one that we actually, you know, are going to come back to very soon before we get to the point where we can build the lasers. Speaking of which, I am fully leveled now. I've learned all of the skills. It's just that I don't have all of the materials to make some of the higher end stuff. So that is why we are doing what we are doing. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and head on up here. We're going to need to make probably a little bit larger pad to do all this on. So we're going to expand the pad, or create a new pad for building the new ship. I could possibly build it right here, maybe, I don't know. Well, you know what? Maybe we could. Maybe we could just build it right here. It's not going to be very big. It is a small vessel. So let's move this ladybug out of the way then. And power up. We'll just put the old ladybug, park her over here, so she's out of the way. That's pretty good. Wrong way there, old guy. And let's go ahead and start the vessel right here. And I might hold it out this way just a little bit, so if it does get a little wider than expected, we can extend this out with some blocks if we need to. Let's get our starter block here. We'll pop that down right there. And we will take all of this off. Well, no, I guess we don't need to. Those are just normal steel blocks, right? Same strength. Yeah, they are. Okay. Yeah, for now, we'll leave those on then. I'm not sure if I want that there yet, though, so let's take that off. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do, and again, remember, this is going to be very basic, nothing fancy. Not going for fancy here. So let's pop those out. And I guess what I want to do first, I made one of the really big thrusters just for the back. But let's see. That's the angle it needs to go. And we'll just put it in place like there. I guess it's gonna let me bury it down below into the concrete like that. And then we're gonna want to put the cockpit in place. So let's do that next. I want to put it down in front. So do we want that cockpit? What's this cockpit look like on the inside? Yeah, it's good enough. It's a cockpit we'll use. I don't really care, to be honest with you, because again, very basic here, very basic we're going. Now, next we are going to put on our generator. And that will go here. We'll put on the warp fuel tank next. That. And we'll put the oxygen station right here because you need to be able to get at it. Okay. What's next? We have a fuel tank, and we have some RCSs, and we have a ventilator. How big is this? This guy's going to be pretty sizable, as I recall. Okay. Yeah, well, no, I don't want to put it on top of there. All right, change of plans. Change of plans. Let's do something different here. Let's take this back off for a minute. Let's hop in there and level that thing out. I'll take all this back off. Let's add some blocks. Down here. Maybe something along those lines. Then we'll put the warp core right there. I still would like to put the where is it? So I'd like to put the oxygen dispenser here, so we have easy access to it. It might actually not be a bad idea to put that more in further though. I do need to try and build this in such a way that it's not going to die in one single hit. So I guess we'll stick that in the middle there. Okay, And then we can put single block items here. Well, the ventilator can go there. Let's see, we'll put the oxygen tank right there. That works, I think. Okay, now back to this. Yeah, okay. Trying to keep this somewhat low profile as well. So let's grab those 3 pieces. Put the generator in the middle. The warp tank over there. And the fuel tank, normal fuel tank, can go there. That. All right, now we have the big old thruster to put on. And well, let's see, what else do we have? Well, we're about lights towards the end. RCSs can kind of go anywhere. We're going to want a cargo box. And then, of course, we have all of our thrusters, too. So, I'm thinking then... maybe what we'll do... Maybe what we'll do is we'll put another row of these here, and then we'll stick a cargo box. We might make another one of these. I might make another one of those, and then we'll put some RCSs here. Put 2 right there for now. And yeah, let's go do that. Let's go make another cargo box. Grab the rest of those as well. And let's see, we want small vessel and we want cargo box. Just trying to see what else we have here. I might make a couple shutter doors too. Let's let those cook up. Okay. So we'll put the other cargo there. Let's see. I think that's what we want to do there. Yeah. Oh, the shadow coming from. Oh, it's the sun going behind the mountain. That's what it is. Okay. This is going to be a long ship. It's because I have that big thruster on it. Might be a little bit overkill for what I'm trying to do here, but whatevs. We'll make it work. Can't see what I'm doing here. Flip it around that way. There we go. Alright, so the question is, do I want to put it up or down? I think I want to put it up. Oh yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to do. Okay. That should be more than enough thrust for this ship. I might end up even taking, I don't know, This ship got a little banged up. I mean, it did pretty good considering that it's a cheap spawn-in ship. All right, so that thing is about the width of everything else. Now what we want to do is we want to get the blocks in place. Meteorites all over. And let's see, we're probably gonna need to, I want to encase this in armor. I'm not gonna make it fancy per se, but I do want to encase it in armor. And so what we're gonna do, I think, is we're gonna pop out let's pop out that spot and that spot. No, actually, let's not do that. Let's do this instead. Let's pop out that spot and that spot. And we're going to see if we can get away with a minimum amount of I can't talk tonight. A minimum amount of lift thrusters. Oh, that's right. Those are too wide, aren't they? Okay. Well, I think what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to... Let's put some thrusters on just so we can move this thing up a little bit and get it up on some jacks, as it were. So we want to make sure we have all of our directions covered, or we will not be able to control the ship. These are all just temporary placements until we can get the thing going the direction we want it to go. Oops. Okay, so we got up and down, forward and back, side by side. Perfect. Have any fuel in my inventory? I sure do. Alright, so let's put some gas in this thing. And now I think what we want to do is we want to jump in, power it up. Whoa, yeah, we got major acceleration. It's alright, it's just going to be a really fast taking off ship. That'll help, maybe help keep it alive, since it's not going to be anything special. I keep saying that, but maybe this will actually turn out to be kind of a cool ship. Who knows? That's not my goal, though. That's not my goal. Okay, so we want to get her up on blocks so we can work on it. So let's see here. Let's do cylinders. And we'll put one there and one there. We'll see if that works. If we can get it to balance on there. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Right there. It's kind of hard to see because of the lighting. Woo, man, that thing takes off fast. Okay, I think it'll stay there. Hopefully it'll stay there. Just long enough to get the thrusters more in the set the way that I want them to. Okay, let's try that. Okay, so now I believe what we want to do is let's take these thrusters back off. Both sides here. this is a triple high. So we're going to want to put a thruster there. Oh, I got that cut out. Good. And we'll put a lateral thruster there. Put another one there. And another one here. Okay, so that takes care of our lateral thrusters. For forward thrust, or backwards thrust rather, we might end up, well, I think I would like to have two of these here and not have this one here. Just so, you know, we have some pretty decent reverse thrust if it is needed, which it will be. Okay. Now, for... I don't really like that being exposed like that, the core. Yeah, but you know what? Actually, a thruster is 250 hit points, or that one is, whereas the blocks are only 50, so that's actually a good idea. This will help protect it better. Okay, and then we'll do the same thing on this side. That takes care of our upwards thrust. We just need downward now. I might end up redoing this a little bit now that I look at it. And looks like we're going to need 4 more thrusters anyway. Unless, well, no, yeah, let's do it. Let's make 4 more of those. Have our shutter doors and 1, 2, 3, 4 more thrusters. Okay, we'll let that cook up. Okay, so I think what we're gonna do, let's take that out there. And we will put this down here. So let's again do the same thing. Oh shoot, I forgot to unload the fuel out of there. Dang it, we lost all that fuel. I think we did. I think you lose the fuel when you take it down like that without emptying it first, but wrong about that, I'm not sure. Okay, so that puts those down there and allows us to then put thrusters on that side, and then we're going to have to do the same thing here. Pop the fuel tank off there. How are we going to get to our oxygen then if we do that though? Not sure about that yet. We could set it up so that we can get to it from the top, maybe. Now there's two spots right above this block here that we could put the oxygen tank and the ventilator. So what if we fuel it back up again? Oh, still has the fuel. Oh, okay, cool. Hop back in here. Whoa. And we just want to move it forward just enough. Is it going to stay if I cut the power? Well, even if it doesn't. Might be able to actually work with this. Okay, so let's see. Pop that out and that out. And we'll put the ventilator and the oxygen tank in there. Alright, good. That works. I think I'm going to leave the oxygen dispenser right there. And we will just have to access it from the top. That could be actually kind of dangerous, though, if the thrusters are going when we do that. Yeah, we'll just have to be mindful of it, I suppose. Again, I don't want to get too carried away with the ship because it's just a basic ship, you know? Alright, so let's go get our thrusters. They should be done. Alright. Let's make some... Might actually just... Well... Let's hold off on the weapons. Well, let's wait and see kind of how it's going to come together before we worry about weapons. Okay. Let's get back in here. Level back out. Okay. Now we should be able to put the thrusters up here. So. Okay, good. So we're in business for our thrusters. Now, let's get figure out our landing gear situation so we can get this thing back on the ground. The first thing, though, that we're going to do is we're going to make sure that we have a layer of steel all along the bottom here. So it has that protection. And we're going to bring this all the way back to here anyway. Probably something like along those lines. block there. I think that encloses every spot in it except for where we have the blocks there. So for landing gears, let's see what we have. Okay, come on, go down. Scooch over. It's the landing gear that I want. Alright, I might have to use the drone for this. Come on. There you go. Good. So I think what we'll do, let's go ahead and extend this out maybe 2 blocks or so. Do the same thing on the other side. Suppose I could put the symmetry plane on. I will once we really start doing the blocks, but right now I'm just trying to figure out a place to mount the landing gears. That's probably wide enough. Pop down. Whoop, almost had it. There we go. Okay, good. Now we should be able to just pop these things out of here. Boom, and boom. And it looks like it probably is going to float there until jump on it. So since it's going to do that, let's go ahead and take advantage and fill in these other spots. Okay, anything else we want to do on the underneath side? Put some grills over the thrusters there to help protect them. That's probably pretty good. All right, I wonder how, I'm trying to remember how big the small vessel wings are. It's gonna pop down. So we might pop those on just to kind of give it a little bit of a jet type of look to it. Let's see, where do we make those wings? Small vessel. Here, wing blocks. Let's make 2 of those. I wonder if we're gonna actually make this look like a jet, I might want to change the cockpit. Then we can worry about that in a little bit. Okay, so if we put these wings on, whereabouts do we want to do that? I'm thinking I want to put them up on this level too. Maybe. Yeah, I think I do. Probably want them... Do I want them even with the... Okay, hold on. Let's, Oh, yeah. Got, different shapes and sizes here. That's kind of cool. 12 by 9. Some of these are pretty big, too. Oh, wow, that's cool. Well, okay, I think before we do the wings... That's actually kind of neat. Let's just set that. Kind of got a little bit of a sci-fi-ish look to it. What else do we have though? That's wing C. This is wing D. Oh, that's kind of neat too. Wing E, maybe. That's neat. That looks like the same thing as what we already did. Oh, it's just a smaller version. Wing A. Oh, okay, so I see how this works. There's A, B, C, and D. They're all the same style, they're just different sizes. I get that. Okay. Huh. That's kind of neat. Okay. Is that actually flipped upside down? Bet you it is. It's probably supposed to... Let's see, where's my... That'll bet. That's the biggest one. Let's go back to wing A. Oh, maybe that one was the right direction. I'm kind of liking wing A. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. The one question, though, that I have for myself is... do that. Almost seems like it should be lower. Should lower it down one. And I'm also thinking we should have more blocks here too. Let's get the symmetry plane on too. Okay, so symmetry plane, X, Y. Oh. Okay. I want to just kind of enclose this first. I'm not supposed to be spending so much time on this. It's just too fun. We're just gonna keep this kind of a block. In the back here, at least for the moment. We might change that up later, make it look cooler. Now, what if we went with a round idea here? All right, well, let's just keep going with this. I might change it again. Okay, now what's it gonna look like? The wings. We want to go with this A wing, and we want to turn it this way. Want it down lower like that. Okay. Okay. That's kind of the right idea. It needs a little refinement, but it's kind of the right idea. I don't like this though. We're gonna have to redo this. Let's take these rounds off. I knew I wasn't going to be able to just do this quick and easy. That's all right. Okay. I think I'm going to take this row off as well. Okay, now let's just play around with the back for just a minute to see what our options are here. One option is to put that there and then put that there. And maybe this here. Let's see, where's the little wedge? There it is. Gives it a little bit more of a rounded look without it looking super gaudy like it did before. But maybe we even do this a little more. What if we start angle a little wider and gonna have a little gap there. But what I'm thinking of is something along this lines. This lines. Put that up that way. And around that way. No, I think I want that to be a little steeper actually. What does this block look like? Yeah. Whoop. Okay, and then put this one in here. Is it this one? It's that one, but we need to flip it up like this. Oh no, that's not right. Unless that could actually kind of look cool. Have that ridge there. Oh, damn it. That's not what I wanted to do. Back in there, man. Let's remove here and do the same thing on this side. I wonder what it would look like if we actually put the wings back further to get rid of this issue. Let's just look at it and see what it looks like. Okay, so put that this way. Grabbed the wrong one, didn't I? We want wing A here. We'd have to hold it back to there in order for everything to be flush. That could possibly work. Possibly work. I wonder if we do that then. All right, well, let's run with that for the minute, for the moment. Probably gonna have to make some more blocks now that I'm looking at this and how it's coming together. All right, let's do that. Let's get more steel blocks going. I'll do another 300 of those. Okay, so if we continue this, what we're going to want to do then is we're going to want this block here, bring it down to here, so, and then we want the little wedge block go along here, and we're going to want this block but flipped the other direction along here. And then, actually, what does that look like? I'd like another angle there. I'm not sure if I want this little ridge here or what's our other option? It's also this. That could be interesting. It gives us our other line. I'm wondering if maybe we should have put those wings up higher. Probably not. All right. Well, let's try this other one. Just see how we feel about that. I mean, it does make a nice cylinder. Went that route. But what's it gonna look like if we do this instead? Just gives it a different line doing it that way. I don't know. I think I liked it the way it was before. So yeah, we're gonna go with that. Okay, so we went with this guy here. If we wanted to stick with that contour down there, we could do so. And this just go in like so. All right. Got another idea. Let's make another wing. Take those. It's almost kind of has almost like a space shuttle type look to it. Still not convinced though that I like those wings sticking out the back like they are. But anyway, what I was thinking now is this. Wing B look like? Let's see. D. I don't think D's gonna work because it's all curved. So A, I think, is probably the best bet for that. Definitely has a space shuttle type look to it, doesn't it? I still wonder if we should move these wings forward though. So let's pop those out. And while we're messing with this too, we took these blocks back out. What would it look like